All right, guys, welcome. This is the closed South American qualifiers for ESL Genting. This is game number 2 between Luccini Gaming and Team Vultur. First game of the series went over to the side of Luccini with a very impressive split-pushing Tiny that was just causing havoc all over that map. I'm your caster, Moxie. I'm casting this with Forge, and we're here in game number 2.
Yeah, really interesting way to deal with the lifestealer problem. Just don't fight him.
Who would have thought, right?
It turns out that lifestealer is really, really bad at killing creep waves quickly. So if you just dart around the map, you know, they were behind on kills for I think even up to the end of that match, but the waves were constantly pushing in, so really nice exploitation of the map there from Luccini.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting because Lifestealer actually was the top of the net worth for a while because he did pick up a catch-up Midas. But it didn't matter because the rest of the team on the side of Luccini were right underneath him in terms of net worth. They were constantly split pushing, applying pressure left and right. So there's only so much that he could do with that.
Yeah, and some interesting bans coming out from Vulture. No Puck, no AA, and no Wyvern. They ran it. It wasn't working, so they don't want to deal with it on the enemy team now.
No, Wyvern, again, is very, very strong right now. Lots of good lane harass. Unfortunately, didn't see any really good Winter's Curses coming out from the side of Team Vulture just because of the fact that they were smart. They picked up Lincolns on the enemy team, and so anytime they went in for a fight, they just weren't able to really do too much. Although we do see two very strong heroes getting picked up for both of the teams. Omni Knight pick up for Vulture, and Bane picked up for the side of Luccini. And Omni Knight has just been this incredible threat, it seems, lately in the current meta because of the fact that it's very hard to dispel Guardian Angel. You need very specific heroes to do this now.
Not a whole lot of heroes in the meta that can really deal with it. Like Brewmaster's one, but we saw earlier that even he's not going to be that great. Invoker's one, but he's not very popular in the meta right now because...
Could see a Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon has not been banned out yet.
Shadow Demon's okay, but Shadow Demon's single target, right? So it lets you hit one person. But the rest
I
of the
mean,
team's
so
still
does
going to be
Brewmaster with his Water Spear. You only hit one person with the Dispel and
No,
the same thing.
it's an AoE.
It's an AoE? Oh, man.
Yeah, you can get a 5-man Dispel on that. Same with Tornado from Invoker. So
yeah, I knew the Tornado from Invoker. I knew that one, but
yeah, it's tough to get rid of that annoying spell now. But Rubik Bane gonna get picked up. Rubik pretty good against the Omni Knight because no matter what you steal, it's gonna be a good time. Earth Spirit, I think a little bit less so because most of his stuff needs the Boulder Smash or the Stone Remnant to be actually effective. But at the very least, it's a good game as long as there's an Omni Knight.
Well, that's definitely probably priority number 1 here, coming out from the side of Luccini's Rubik, is to try to steal Omni Knight spells whenever possible. But yeah, we see another pickup of the Earth Spirit that was run in game number 1 on Vulture.
Yeah, JJ did a lot of work with that. I was very, very impressed with his play in that game. I was very concerned having only really an Earth Spirit as your early initiation, but his rolls were really good. He got a lot of good stuns and silences on both the Puck and the Shadow Fiend. And unfortunately, even without being able to clinch the game, was still just a very, very effective Earth Spirit. So looking forward to see him get some more sweet plays off in this game. They are going to ban out the Brewmaster, the more popular meta ban or the meta counter for the Omni Knight. No surprise there.
Nope, definitely makes sense, especially AoE Dispel, man. But yeah, so we've got the Bane Rubik pickup for the side of Luccini. That's going to be their 4 and 5. Now, the Omni Knight is interesting because we actually saw an Omni Knight pick up earlier today, and I was fairly certain that Omni Knight was going into the offlane. He ended up being the position 4, I believe, with the Axe being position 3, and he just did a ton of work, so... This is a bit of a flex pit. They could try to run this as 5. I doubt it, though. Yeah, and they pick up the Shadow Demon for themselves here.
So Shadow Demon is good because Like we already mentioned, it's one of the only counters left to the Omni Knight, but it's also nice setup for the Earth Spirit. Really good synergy there with the Shadow Poison, the Disruption, and the Soul Catcher setting up very nicely and complementing the Earth Spirit's damage and stun. I like the Shadow Demon with the Earth Spirit quite well. And now this opens them up for, well, not the Luna or the Morphling, but you could see something even as old school as the Terrorblade getting picked up now for Vultur.
Yeah, Terrorblade is someone that's made his way back into the meta once again and does couple quite nicely with the Shadow Demon, being able to create even more illusions.
Omni Knight as well. Repel Terrorblade's pretty scary. They do have two ways to deal with the Repel now, Fiend's Grip and the Primal Roar, but even then, Repel Terrorblade's pretty scary.
All right, let's see here. So they still need to pick up their positions 1 and 2 on both teams.
They'll probably grab the SD pair right now, because the later you leave that, the more stuff gets banned out. But no, they're gonna grab the OD, so that'll be the mid. It's gonna be a mystery what it is. I almost wouldn't mind seeing something like the Drow. A little bit cheesier, not the most synergistic heroes, OD and Shadow Demon being the only one to benefit from the aura, but still a very potent and scary combo.
Ooh, and a Viper pickup for the side of Luccini. That pretty gross hero will be able to definitely do well in his lane.
I don't know though. Viper versus OD isn't necessarily an auto win for Viper. Once OD gets some nice levels in the Astral, can pretty easily just ignore Viper, just keep putting him away, farm the creeps.
Well, I think it depends too on how much harass is coming out from JJ on that Earth Spirit as well, because that could cause some mega problems for Viper. As we saw in game number 1, where actually, I think it was Vultur picked up the Viper, and it wasn't JJ, but it was just other heroes constantly poking away over at his lane. Did we see it in an earlier game too? I feel like we've seen another Viper today.
Possibly?
I don't know, it's all a blur. It's all a blur for Forge.
Well, we had 3 games earlier, so maybe we'll see 3 games here as well. Viper.
No, it was just in our last game, I believe.
Was it just in our last game? Okay.
Yep.
But OD pretty good against Viper scaling into the late game because you just ignore his corrosive skin. You get the pure damage from the orbs, and Viper doesn't really build a whole lot of int items, so the sanity is going to do a lot of work there. And they are going to ban out the Terrorblade.
I think that's a good call. I think that looked really, really good for the side of Vultur.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I was kind of thinking they would grab the Shadow Demon pair right now, or right where the OD was, but gonna get a Core Venge.
Oh, snap!
I like this. I like this a lot. It sets a really strong tempo before the OD really comes online, before the Omni Knight gets a bunch of levels. And now they've got 3 different ways to make sure that Repel isn't as strong as it could be.
And we get the Phantom Lancer. Okay.
So not the normal hero that you would think to pair with a Shadow Demon, but it definitely makes sense. You get the juxtaposition from PL even with the Shadow Demon illusions, so even bigger army coming out from there. And no real Earthshaker or AoE clear to really deal with it. I like this pick. If they let the if they let this PL get out of control, I think we're going to see another PL just run down the game.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned just because they don't have the best wave clear here coming out from the side of Luccini. If this Phantom Lancer starts gaining traction, I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do against it. Yeah, you know, real strong mid game coming out here from the side of Luccini, early to mid. Which are you favoring Vultur right now, just because of that Phantom Lancer pickup?
Actually, I want to give it to Luccini, just because they have a very, very strong early game set up for themselves. They have a lot of early push. Venge and Beastmaster push very quickly because of the amp damage and the amp attack speed. And Viper can actually build some pretty decent illusion clear items. He can grab the Radiance, the Mjolnir as well. So I want to give it to Luccini just on the sense that I think they can push and end the game before the OD and before the PL become a big problem. We'll see if I'm right though.
Alrighty. Well, here we are. We're in game number 2 of Luccini versus Vultur.
And a pause right out of the gate.
Yep. It's pretty standard in most games, though.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Last time we had a pause during the draft, but we're here. We're ready. All right, so you're favoring the side of Luccini. Interesting. It's been a while since I've seen a core bench. I'm pretty excited to see this back in action. Again, like you said, very strong pushing potential early on. But I think they're on a timer. If this PL starts to gain footing, then it's going to be a big problem. Plus, you've got the repel that can be placed over onto the OD, which is kind of like the old scary wombo combo. Because one of the things that OD likes to pick up generally is, of course, the BKB. But if he gets one for free, he's going to be a little bit more of a menace early on.
I'm honestly not really as worried about the repel this game. It was a very early Omni Knight pick, and they've got 3 pretty decent ways of dealing with it. Like,
that's true.
They could very easily swap into Fiend's Grip, swap into Primal Roar, or even just use one of those 2 stuns without the swap. Like, they do have the counterplay potential to kind of not worry about the repel. In terms of sieging potential in a team fight, it's definitely still going to be a slight issue because those ultis are probably going to get expended earlier, but it's not as scary as normally it would be.
Sounds good, Forge. Well, we'll definitely see how this all pans out. So we wait for this pause to finish up. I'm guessing someone has a little bit of lag. I know someone had packet problems earlier too. But yeah, it looks like Phantom Lancer unfortunately has disconnected from the game.
I'm just gonna tell you now, Moxie, don't go looking through the effigies.
Okay, I wasn't planning on it.
I'm just
I
gonna tell
learned
you
my
that.
lesson once upon a time. There were some real awkward effigies that I was not comfortable reading aloud what they said. So
yeah,
never again.
I'm just gonna give you the heads up right away.
I appreciate it.
We're good. We don't need to look. One thing that is kind of interesting though is I've noticed this series just the prioritization of boots first. Boots first on the Rubik this game.
Yeah, boots first on Omni Knight as well. But I think that's pretty important in his lane just to be able to be very mobile against Rubik Lift and
yeah, Rubik, Venge,
Bane, Nightmare, etc., and everything. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that can set up. So if he can just be a little bit faster so they can't grab him, I think that's very advantageous for him.
Yeah, slight movement speed advantage for him. Pretty short range stuns for the most part on the side of the Dire. So definitely a potential for just getting barely out of range on that Omni Knight.
It looks like we're ready to go now, so we do see the side of Vultur. They're all grouping up again. I'm wondering if this is going to be another 5-man smoke, see if they can get a gank off. Looks like we do have a smoke over on the Earth Spirit.
There's
Omni
also
Knight leading the charge.
There's also an Aquila getting built on the OD. Pretty... Makes a little bit of sense because of the minus armor and a lot of the physical damage, and also because of the change to Hurricane Pike where you get the Wraith Band instead of the old recipe. But just an interesting thing to start with the Wraith Band instead of no Talisman on OD.
And we do see several supports over here. They're scouting out. We'll see Omni Knight. Figure probably that it's safe, that they aren't going to have a smoke play, but they do still actually smoke up, and they're going to bait him a little bit. Ward's going to get placed down here. There's the disruption coming out over immediately onto this Bane. The roll as well. Oh, that's a nice telekinesis, but that heal coming out, the slow coming out as well. Looks like the Shadow Demon will get first blood. That was a nice baiting of that Omni Knight. They just saw him and figured, oh, it must be safe. And they'll actually force Venge off the rune here.
Yeah, this is gonna go 2 for 2 now. Viper might grab both of these bottom runes, get off to a good start. Unless
Might put
Beastmaster wants to.
actually. Nope, he's gonna let his Viper take it. What a lad. He will get his own though. And Looks like they're re-invading. Are they aggroing here?
It's not the worst idea.
This is interesting.
Venge, I mean, she starts off strong, but...
No, they sent me the PL.
Yeah, they sent the PL bottom. They might still aggro try, though, with the... Venge
Omni needs to be careful here. He is attracting a lot of attention. They're going to pull that wave immediately. Disruption comes out over onto the Rubik.
Venge is missing CS for this.
That's going to be really hard for her to last out underneath tower. Ooh, that's rough.
So hard.
And the TP comes out. They're going to rejoin their Phantom Lancer here in the bottom lane against the Beastmaster. They're feeling accomplished.
Just securing the Omni Knight level 2. This wave will get him most of the way to level 2. I don't think
you
it'll
can
quite
deny
get
these, deny the... Oh, I missed the deny! No!
Guess that one. So yeah, most of the way to level 2.
He's getting there.
Pretty good.
He's going to be able to interrupt this wave anyways, too.
Pull does come out, though. So
yeah, look at that. He's so close to getting to level 2. He's fine here. I'm sure he's absolutely fine.
Are they double pulling these creeps? Can you even do that?
Yeah.
Huh. That is interesting. He's going to contest this 100%.
We lost the Omni Knight. And they do ping out. They see it. They have the ward over here on the side, which will give them vision.
Mid lane, so far slightly Viper favored. I think this will slowly skew back into OD's favor as he gets more and more levels of Astral, but for now going to be a tough lane. As long as he gets some nice roam from his Earth Spirit friend, should be okay.
Looks like they're putting a lot of emphasis down here on the Beastmaster, trying to phase him out a bit.
They need the PL to come online. As long as they secure PL's game, the rest of the game is pretty easy.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
The chat wheel spam is hilarious.
Yeah. Pretty quiet lane though over here in mid right now with no gangs. Just the standard 1v1.
Yeah,
a rare thing nowadays.
Last game was a bloodbath by this point. We had like 4 kills already.
I mean, there's a little bit of diving action going here in the bot lane. But
they're just farming under tower. Neither of them can really do too much.
It's like Omni Knight has secured himself as level 2. And he's just going to kind of hang out here. There is a Rubik coming around. He does spot him out. He's looking for the lift. Looks like he's not going to go for it. The rest of the team just a little bit too far back. And I'm sure Venge just wants to hit some creeps right now.
They do have the double wave. They need to get this pull off. Are going to be able to do it.
That's really impressive. That's actually so impressive. Omni Knight, he throws out the repel though. We'll try to drag the creeps away.
Gets the one ranged creep, but this is such a weird wave now.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. I love it.
Oh, that's gonna push towards the Omni. He'll be okay. He can sap XP now. He just wants.
That's all he wants, really, is just to get that XP. If he gets some blast hits, that's even nicer. But especially against this kind of a lane.
Yeah. Speaking of laning, Beastmaster cannot do it. It seems he has retreated himself to the jungle.
Now, see, that's the scary thing, is because if Beastmaster's not in lane, that frees up these supports to do whatever they want. Although top lane, they do look like they're trying to jump over onto Omni. They'll have the Earth Spirit teleport up, and Omni looks like he's just going to be fine. But I think Earth Spirit was considering jumping the Viper here in mid, which isn't the easiest hero to jump, but will provide a little bit of breathing room for the OD here as well.
They need to get this wave under control.
So much damage being thrown out over onto the OD. And there's a solve being used now onto the Viper, so all that damage was for naught.
I think he just double tangoed. That's really rough.
Catman's sitting at level 3 right now. Looks like Beastmaster's made his way back into lane. He realizes that supports aren't going to be there to force him back, and he's going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I'm wondering what Beastmaster opts to go for here. If he wants the Blink Dagger first for something like the Necrobook, burn the mana away. I kind of think this might be a game for the mana burn. Pretty low mana pool on most of these heroes, so if you can get that away, there's a lot less play, a lot less room for
Dane, that's not your side of the map.
They
Gonna
wanted the
use a
bounty
brain
rings.
sap. He gets rolled into though by the Thirst Spirit. The body block's coming out. There's a telekinesis lift coming out from Rubik. Should be able to save him. No, there's another stone coming out. This is Bane. He's getting slowed down. Rubik trying to body block. Will assist a little bit of help here from the ghost, but there's a little nap time for Oath Spirit as Bane will walk himself out, and they're just creating some havoc so that way their Venge can hit creeps.
I mean, that's the name of the game. Hit the creeps.
Mm-hmm.
And
Indeed.
she's doing pretty well, keeping up with the PL for now. Slight lead for PL, but nothing too crazy. I think the biggest thing is just going to be denies and XP.
Middle lane, they're jumping this Viper. Can they get the skills? Looking really, really good right now. Yeah, they'll actually be able to take him down. Oh, look at OD. He's sitting at about 60 hit points before they solve him up. That was really, really close there. Rubik will just take some XP in the meanwhile.
It's a free Viper illusion.
That feels
Feels
good,
good.
right? Use that against him. Almost got level 6 over down here on the PL. Level 5 on Beastmaster. They're pretty evenly situated.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the biggest difference is the fact that Venge needs her supports to stay there, whereas PL is perfectly fine just hanging out by himself. Nothing really the Beastmaster can do about it. They could maybe look to set something up with Bane Rubik, but it's just such weak disables before the Primal Roar comes online.
Looks like they're going to try to harass him as much as possible. Get a couple free clicks off on him. Venge standing nearby does have the magic missile. Throws out the Wave of Terror, followed up with the Brain Sap. And they'll actually grab the Earth Spirit, be able to throw him up into the air. There's going to be the disruption coming out from the Shadow Demon. And it will force Bane back. Rubik also going to have to run himself away here. A lot of action in this top lane, not so much in the bot lane. Again, they're just kind of letting Izzy do his thing. And he seems perfectly okay with that. Like you said, a lot hinges on this PL being able to get some traction.
Yeah, he does have his level 6, so it's going to be a little bit harder to gank him now.
Middle lane, Viper Strike gets used. Should be able to get a kill over onto JJ. He actually pops his wand here. Buys himself a little bit more time. They need just maybe a little bit more damage. Can they get it fast enough? No, he's going to be able to walk away from this. Oh my gosh. Looks like Rubik here is going to have to fight off his own illusions. This OD, he wants it so bad. We'll actually pull the creep wave along with him as they hunt for Viper, but that was very, very close. The setup looked really, really good.
This Viper is very, very ballsy right now. Hanging
There's
out
the
in this
roll-in
lane.
down here on the Beastmaster. Uses the roar over on the PL just by himself, though. JJ Finch chasing him around. TPs are coming in here. They need to be a little bit careful. Roar, of course, is down, and they do clean up over onto Beastmaster. Is this a kill from them for the Bane, too? No, it doesn't look like they really want to go back in on this. Although the Earth Spirit's going to take a little nap here.
Nice micro there. Gets the illusion to tank the Nightmare.
That's our first roar, and unfortunately, it was not very fruitful for the side of the Dire here.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate, but not really too much you can do about it.
Here's the roll-in. They've got their eyes over here onto the Bane. He's going to try to fight his way out, but there's just too many illusions. They're just going to run him over. Nice roll. Again, really solid plays coming out from JJ.
Venge is gonna die top.
Oh boy. Yeah, and we even get a Venge illusion too.
Man, that's and OD TV's out in the mid lane. It's a rough game. I think I want to switch sides. I think Vultur's gonna do pretty good things with this PL. I think it was a very nice draft. Well played by them.
Oh, looks like Earth Spirit. He's trying to buy himself some time, but is no match for the Boar and the Beastmaster here. Rubik was able to snatch the bounty rune. They know that someone's invisible nearby. Omni Knight, he's hit his level 6 here. Is holding on to that point.
Probably won't grab the Guardian Angel, but might just hold on to his skill point until.
Looks like he's
he
going
needs it
full
one
core
way or
here. He's
the
got the phase boots queued up.
Ooh, core Omni Knight. It's always fun.
Now, they've got a Beastmaster standing around the corner. They're looking for a roar here.
Nah, they give up.
Yeah, just a little bit too hard for positioning, although there is a Shadow Demon standing nearby. But
I mean, really, what they need to do is send Bane and Rubik down and kill this PL.
it's going to be a pretty hard target to kill, though.
I mean, it's only going to get harder as the game
That's
goes
true.
on.
Absolutely.
You need to try and shut them down now. I understand why they're not. They feel like they need to protect their Venge, but at the end of the day, PL is the problem. You don't have the wave clear to
Exactly.
deal with them. It'd be different if this was like a Sven or something else, but it's a Vengeful Spirit. It's a Viper. These aren't AoE dealing heroes. They can build Maelstroms and all the rest of that, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be good enough if he's 6-slotted.
Now they look like they want to go in on this. It's 3 heroes versus 3 in the top. They do spot out though. Nice ward over here onto the cliffside. We'll be able to jump immediately over onto the Shadow Demon. There's going to be a big disruption. Nightmare comes out over onto the Omni Knight. They'll roll themselves forward. They've got their eyes on this Vengeful Spirit. Look at these body blocks. Oh my goodness. She'll turn back around. They should be able to get that kill though, and it's actually going to be the Shadow Demon who takes her down. Now Nebraska trying to hide himself away over into the trees will be able to get away from the illusion. The TP comes out though over into mid. Oh, Viper so close to getting that kill. Not gonna be able to do it. TP coming out from JJ. He's just gonna be able to get some XP. But our favorite Catman now is in the top lane, and he's gonna be hitting the top tower. There's not too much they can do about it. Yeah. Oh no, looks like Earth Spirit's in for a lot of trouble here too. Tries to roll himself out, but Rubik, he's got his number. Body blocks him, so he can't get away. And they do take down the Earth Spirit. Nice play here coming out from Rubik and body blocking with the roll. Now Bane needs to be careful. Yeah, they found him over here. They'll be able to go ahead and get the disruption off. They get the Soul Catcher as well. One more hit, and they're actually not going to be able to quite do it fast enough. That's one lucky little Bane. What is Bane? Is Bane a demon or middle lane? Ooh, OD. He's trying to fight his way out here. I don't think he's going to be able to. He doesn't have the Astra. He's actually just going to get clicked down by the Viper.
Man, Viper's been trying for that kill for like 2-3 minutes now. Finally, OD's TP was on cooldown, so he couldn't just leave. It's gotta feel so good to finally get that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, keep coming back to it. This PL, he's most of the way to his defusal now.
Guess what Rubik just stole?
Propel?
Mm-hmm.
It's
One
pretty
of
good
the
steal.
best spells he can grab other than Guardian Angel, I think.
I mean, that's one of the things about Omni Knight. It's one of the reasons that Ruby gets picked up so much now.
Middle lane. Oh, he gets the repel off over onto Viper. Change back around. He'll throw him back. Banishment coming out. Looks like this OD not going to get the kill he wants, and it looks like he's in a little bit of trouble here. Immediately, though, disruption coming out from the Shadow Demon will take the Fiend's grip off. Nightmare comes out over onto the OD. They're trying to put as much poison over here onto these cores as they can, and they'll actually throw him into the Astral Imprisonment. I'm not sure.
Oh my god, this push bottom, though.
What's happening? Yeah, the push bottom. Wow. Oh my gosh, they just popped the Guardian Angel. They're trying to chase them back here. Beastmaster, he has Roar if he needs to use. Oh, he's in so much trouble to roll in. They will be able to get the kill. Wow, they took bottom tier 2 and they hit into... Wow.
Yeah, that whole time you were talking about mid, I was watching top because PL was just up there ratting, having a good time. And then I looked bottom and I was like, oh, they're at tier 3s. What? I mean,
yeah, that's some major distraction right there.
That's Venge Beastmaster for you, though. You leave them alone in a lane for like half a minute, if that. And they just melt your towers.
Yeah, she's only got like 2 points into the Vengeance Aura as well. But of course, with the Scream of Terror, being able to take off the armor from creeps too.
And she's got a Helm of Dom.
Yep,
so
they're going full push.
They're going full Zeus strat. He's got the Helm of Dom queued up for himself too. They're going Zeus strat. I mean, talk about not having good wave clear. It's not like the wave clear on the Radiant is any better.
Sure enough.
The best you've got is like OD gets bonus damage to summons. That's about it.
Alright, we do have a smoke on 3 heroes here. They might not want to do this though, because there's quite a few heroes here in the top lane. Oh, there's the roar coming out immediately over onto Shadow Demon. Big heal bomb coming out. Is it going to be enough to save him? No, that magic missile will clean up, and then they'll chase after JJ here. He's going to have to roll himself away. But while all this is going down, they lose the top tower, but they're going to lose tier 1 bottom at the very least. I don't know if they go tier 2. Yeah, PL actually TPs himself over to mid. We'll try to fight this Viper here, and he's got the defuse. It's doing a lot of work just slowing down this Viper. They'll do the Q, jumps forward. This Arcane Orb is just doing so much here. We'll finally take him down, and they'll try to push this Rubik back. But top tower, again, this push strat, even without the PL here.
This is so funny. This is amazing.
This Beastmaster. Okay, PL does get the kill over into mid. He's going to try hitting this tower, but this Beastmaster Venge is just so strong. He's got the Centaur now as well. Not necessarily the best hero for pushing towers other than tanking. We've got a big Hellbear over here for the Vengeful. This is a lot of summons.
This is great. Like, this shouldn't... I don't even want to say this shouldn't work, because it should work, but it's just hilarious that this is their answer to the PL, is just group up, just push. And what are you going to do about it? You're not online yet. OD's got a Midas and an Aquila. The Diffusal is online for the PL, though, so that's pretty scary.
But again, that's single target.
It is single target.
Single target. Omni Knight, he looks like he wants to go in here, but... Where's the opening? There's a big roll coming in here from JJ to set it up. Nice initiation. They'll be able to go chase after this Vengeful Spirit. She's in a little bit of trouble here. Big ultimate. There's a roar getting thrown out as well. They are able to take down the Bane. They take down the OD. The Guardian Angel maybe just a little bit too late, but they do clean up with this Phantom Lancer. He's got his eyes over here onto this Vengeful Spirit. Can he grab her in time? Big Spirit Lance. They'll be able to get a triple kill here, and they're still just chopping down away at this Rubik. That heal bomb does so much, but he's still going to be able to take him down. Rubik still might get taken down to these illusions. But Viper now with a triple kill. JJ, they have a Hawk. They see him. They see he's very, very low. But Rubik actually managing to get out of that. Viper fighting his way through all of these heroes, almost taking down the Earth Spirit as well.
And he's got the Maelstrom queued up. He's sick of this PL already. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, that's for sure. And the one thing that I actually completely forgot about is the fact that Nether Toxin applies break, and break disables juxtapose. So if PL is standing on top of somebody that's standing in Nether Toxin, he doesn't spawn more PLs.
Oh wow, that's a good point.
So that's going to be really big. That's, I think, the reason that Viper was able to do as much damage as he was in that fight. Is
there's been so many reworks since the new patch. It's amazing, just like the little details that you might miss out on.
It's one of those interactions that you don't see every day, but when it
comes they found themselves a Phantom Lancer, they'll grab him with the Fiend's Grip. They'll be able to throw down that corrosive, and it's just click by click. He might be able to get himself out. Oh, he's still being stuck over here. They don't have the right PL. He's going to be able to get himself away. Rubik finds him, though. They get the lift off, and that's going to be a dead Phantom Lancer. Viper still giving chase over onto the Shadow Dream, and he goes ahead. He uses his Purge just to slow him down. And that looks like he's going to be able to walk himself away, but that was awfully close.
Yeah, that uphill miss chance on that last auto attack saved his life. 15 HP. That's crazy. Man, this Viper pick
and here comes the cavalry. Look at all these summons. Oh my goodness.
Can we
got
just
an Alpha Wolf.
Can we get Ride of the Valkyries in here somewhere?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
the menagerie has arrived.
This is crazy. Ben just pushing in top while all this is happening mid.
Yeah, the split push. Talk about split push, right?
What do? You don't have...
Omni Knight just looks like he's like, yeah, I probably can't do anything right now. I'm a TP back eventually, but... Do you just see the Shadow Poison getting spammed out here, but there's only so much that they can really do.
And they've got the stolen cart. They've got the stolen siege screen coming in.
There's the roll-in coming out from JJ. He's going to jump in the middle of all of them. Get a big ultimate off here with the Magnetize, but he's still just going to get taken down. They're trying to fight off this Viper. Viper's Aegis will pop. They pop the Guardian Angel. They're going to be chasing back. They've got their eyes over here on the Vengeful Spirit, but the Roar gets used. Guardian Angel going to get used here from the Rubik. That's a beautiful steal, and the Dire are just living in this base. They're not afraid. No buyback on 3 of the heroes that are currently down. This is easily a Rax, if not more. Yeah, Phantom Lancer knows he can't do anything here.
I go back to my original point, my original statement in the draft.
You can't keep changing sides like this, Forge.
I knew it the whole time, Moxie. I knew exactly what it was talking about. I just wanted the audience to have this suspension of disbelief.
Look how fast these racks are going down. They could honestly go for megas if they really, really want. That steal from Rubik from the Guardian Angel was so clutch.
That was huge.
So good.
That won them that fight single-handedly. I don't know if they get the megas here, but they're going to try.
I don't know. They're feeling kind of greedy. They've got a lot of pushing potential here. Venge is sitting a little bit far back, though. Dire Courier actually going to get taken down by the PL. And they've got Purification up and running over onto the Rubik. There's the Repel coming out, but Viper doesn't care. He's just going to keep right-clicking. Not enough damage to come out from this hammer, but they should be able to take down Viper. Yeah, they actually get their own Viper as well, so they'll take the tower. Won't be able to quite get these racks, I don't think. It looks like Ven's trying to just fight her way through here. Knows that she's probably going down. Does get the kill. There's the banishment coming out from the OD. She's toast here. Oh, but the roar comes out! Can they get the damage? They'll actually be able to take out the OD! Yule's coming out here now, and it looks like this Beastmaster. Can he get out? No, with that
so
last
close.
hit from the PL. That went from 0 to 60. I feel like a lot of these games do this for South American region. They go from, you know, all right, people are farming, and then when it's go time, it is go time, and you better buckle in.
Yeah, pedal to the metal, and that's it. And do you know who else is getting a Helm of Dominator? Bane. Bane's
Oh my
getting
word.
one too. So they're
They're
committing
meme
to the Zeus-
stratting.
they're committing to the Zeus strat.
All right.
This is, I mean, it's
I
gonna
mean,
work.
it's working, so.
They've got 2 lanes of barracks up and 2 of the worst mega creep clears you can ask for. Like, Earth Spirit has no clear, Shadow Demon kind of has clear.
It's pretty hard for him to get those stacks up, though, without taking a lot of damage. He's really got to run himself away and kite.
And OD is not ready, and PL is definitely not even close to ready. I think he's trying to get himself a heart. Yeah, he's got a heart coming out just so he can try and tank up and deal with it, but even then, I'm not sure he's ready. And they're gonna group bottom and try and push and do that again. The one thing that they don't have is the Aegis. That was what I think also helped turn that fight on top of the GA, was they were able to just sit with the Viper in front. But they're gonna group up and go for this push again. They don't want PL coming back. They don't want OD coming back.
This is smart. This is exactly what we're talking about, though, too, during the start of the game, is that they're on a timer, and they realize, hey, we've got the advantage. Let's keep pushing before these other guys come online, because the PL was the big X factor. If PL could get himself online, or if he started snowballing really, really hard, they actually look like they're going to try to fake it back. Oh, they found the Phantom Lancer! If they get this kill, this is huge. They will be able to grab him up here. There's just so much damage. The Fiend Script getting used on him, holding him into place, and then they just very casually click him down. This is looking real scary for Vultur right now. This team just running into their base. They've got no cares in the world here. OD, he can't even really get close enough. Again, JJ gonna be the initiator. Gets a huge magnetize off on all 5 of these heroes, but this OD, he just can't stay alive long enough. JJ's gonna get taken down as well, and they're gonna give the chase. The GG gets called, and this is just gonna be a 2-0 series, guys.
Man, with how shut down the Venge was getting, I gotta say I didn't expect this to go that way, but
I know you changed your opinion on it mid-game.
All right, let's not talk about the flip-flop and forage. All right,
That's what you're gonna be known as, Forge. You better watch out.
all right. I made my prediction in the draft, and I'm sticking with it. All right, that's my new policy from now on. But no, I'll think to be 100% honest. Really nice recognition that even though they really lacked in single target damage or in AoE clear, so too did Vultur, and they just got all of the Zoo strat that they could and just grouped and pushed. Like, really well played by Luccini there.
Yeah, definitely very well played. Congratulations to Luccini Gaming as they progress further into the tournament, and GG well play coming out to Team Vultur. They put up a good fight, but unfortunately just weren't able to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. That's actually it for today's coverage of South America. We will have more coverage tomorrow. I believe the first game tomorrow will be SG Esports, and the second game will have Team Infamous. So make sure that you tune in for that. It should be still here on the ESL Join Dota Yellow channel. I have been your caster, Moxie. I was joined today by the Flip Flopper Forge, Dota.
No, it's already
it's stuck. You've made your own name, dude. And those games, I believe, should start tomorrow, 11 a.m. I think it's at 1300 Brazilian time. So make sure that you check back in tomorrow for more coverage of the ESL One Genting South American Closed Qualifiers. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. GG.